How big was the browser company deal?
40 million or something?
$40 million in one weekend. That's how it's done. We are talking with my friend Shiv today. Shiv is a masterful builder, constantly working on a million different projects.
I was at Meta for 6 years. I am building Turf, a social sports consumer app. Here's my stack.
You actually built out a very, very early version of an AI chatbot back in 2016.
Pre-LLM era, worked on this fun idea with a friend. It's called Wonder. The premise was it will help you remember the things that you often forget. So you can ask it to remember things like your gate code. It'll basically just respond to you and remember things for you. We use this tool for natural language called wit.ai. This felt very magical back then. Some basic language understanding. And under the hood, we're doing classic software engineering, information retrieval, TF-IDF, kind of like a glimpse of what things could be. One of the fun things I worked on this past couple of weeks or so is this app called Asterisk, which is a browser assistant, and you can chat with your tabs, similar to what Dia, the browser, is doing, but now it just works on any browser.
Every AI company under the sun now is trying to launch a browser. What browser are you still using?
I use 3 browsers.
3 browsers.
I still am a big Arc fan, even though it's no longer supported, actively developed or maintained.
Yeah.
But this is my daily driver, and I have profiles for like work, which is Turf, and this is my personal, which is like a bunch of skills and a bunch of things that I just use for my own thing.
So you still really like this component of art, having personal spaces.
Yeah, I love this part. Dia is great. It still doesn't have some of the things that Arc gives me right now. Like if I'm watching a video, it doesn't do the motion out.
Some of the biggest pieces of the browser for you are spaces, work, personal, different projects.
Yep.
What else?
I mean, if it's Chromium based, all your extensions can come along, carry my bookmarks, which is great. The distraction free mode in Arc, I just do Command S. I just see this one
Everything's
screen.
gone. Moving into Dia then, which is doing a lot of this tool that you built, building out this chatbot alongside your browser. What are your biggest qualms with the way that a lot of these companies have built out AI browsers?
Couple things. One is, in addition to just being able to chat with the browser, sometimes I can also want to have it do certain things. So give it browser control.
So more agent mode.
Exactly. On Twitter or on X right now, long form content is kind of like being pushed.
Yeah.
I don't really read a lot of those things.
So we're AI summarizing everything.
I'm just summarizing everything. I can take screenshots of whatever. And it's one thing that I wish Dia had was I have these conversations, chats and whatever. There's no way for me to go and look at them after.
This is one of my biggest frustrations with it as well, actually.
No, now watch this. I can literally go here. I can see exactly all the conversation that I had. I can go to a video and ask what's it about, blah, blah, blah.
Wow. Okay, so this is actually creating a historical backlog.
Yeah, and everything is local on your browser, so it's nothing saved anywhere else. All these different apps and services that I use, all that data goes into their post-hog service or whatever, which I don't want. Now I can just go to provider, provide an API key, so it's like my account, and then just use it directly. So
wow. Can I see your Dia setup?
Yeah, of course. It has a bunch of quick actions and everything, but I have them all on Arc right now, and the missing piece that I liked about Dia was being able to chat and do all those things. But now that I have this extension that I built for myself,
you can bring it anywhere.
I can phase out of Dia now.
Built a replacement to Dia in a weekend.
Yeah.
How big was the browser company deal?
40 million or something? I don't know.
$40 million in one weekend. That's how it's done. What is the third browser?
End of the day, I still go back to Chrome if I want to do more of like dev console and testing. And so this is Cursor, one of the IDE tools that I use. I've gone through Cursor, Windsurf, Claude Code, just terminal, and I've finally been using VS Code. Again, it's kind of like the vanilla one. I'm back to it. But now I think today there's a news saying Cursor has released some cloud agents that if you give it a change, it also does a video recording of what it did. So you can see what the final product is going to look like. You don't have to run it.
So it gives you a simulated experience.
Pretty much. So I got to go back and now I guess test it out. My terminal, I have it inside Cursor. So Claude Code runs inside Cursor as well for me.
So no more VS Code.
We'll see how long it goes. One thing with Cursor is it can be super buggy sometimes. I mean, I don't blame them, and you're a fast-moving team and there's a bunch of things coming in. I tend to have a bit more control on the code that's being generated. People say online things like, oh yeah, I could just do it on my phone and I'm taking the dog on a walk and I push some PRs. I wish I could be like that, but I want to see what output was provided by the AI and kind of review it because I still don't fully trust it.
I think this is like one of the biggest qualms that people have with agent-based work. We're just like not there yet and actually trusting these tools.
These tools love writing code. I strongly believe in lesser the code, lesser the bugs. I want these agents and tools to write the least code possible for that functionality.
Right. They have not learned the art of concise, tight code.
I pit these agents against each other. Codex on the left, some code in the middle, Claude code on the right. If Claude runs something, generates some code, I literally ask Codex to kind of review it and critique it. I have this agent called Code Review Uncommitted. It's literal instructions. Use this agent when you need to review recently written or uncommitted code changes, typically those made by Codex or other automated tools.
Codex happening on the left side, which is actually generating code.
Yep.
Sub-agent in Claude Code that is responsible for reviewing that code and critiquing it.
Exactly. Yeah.
My God.
Oh, another pair of eyes are good. So it's like same thing. I just do it here.
So when do your eyes actually get to review this code?
After they've gone back and forth and really minimized, or if they're like kind of circling around and not actually getting to a point, then I take the time to like figure out what's going on and kind of steer them. Yeah.
When you open your computer, what is the first thing we do in the day?
I have a skill on Codex. This is called Today.
All right. While Shiv's Today skill is loading, I thought now would be a great time to introduce you to our sponsor, Vercel. This episode is brought to you by V0 by Vercel. V0 by Vercel is like your favorite coding agent, but on the web and no setup required. Whether you're technical or not, take your ideas out of the group chat and into production. It's not just a vibe coder, but an agent builder where you can prompt, build, and ship in minutes. Every prompt becomes real deployable code connected to your stack. It's never been easier to create a new landing page, deploy your next app, or build your first agent. Visit v0.app to go from idea to production in seconds.
That pulls in the top 3 things I want to do on Linear, as well as pull up any GitHub PRs that demands my attention.
You're someone who's not only just working on your day job, but you're also working on like 10 million projects at once. How are you managing the personal project stack alongside what you actually have to do in a day-to-day?
I've tried a bunch of different to-do apps and everything, but at the end of the day, I come down to using reminders, Apple reminders.
Apple reminders.
I have from shopping to today to reminders to even groceries.
What?
Based on different things I want to get at different stores.
I have never seen someone double down on Apple reminders.
Even literally like cleaning sheets in my bedroom. It's 2 weeks.
This man does pay rent on time and does clean his sheets every 2 weeks. Thank God.
So
thanks to Apple reminders.
The other things that I want to do for that day, I kind of do it old school. I have a piece of paper and I just write it down.
Let's see it.
I have it in my backpack right here. This is like my main checklist. I put it in front of my desk.
So this is the analog stack.
I call it Shiv's List, kind of inspired from Craigslist. I had a bunch of things I wanted to get rid of. I could go down the route of like having it be posted as individual items on Facebook. That was just not going to scale if you have a lot of things and a lot of people are going to reach out.
Instead of going through the traditional Facebook Marketplace, you decided to build your own Facebook Marketplace.
So it's just easy now because I just posted it out and people saw that they can go into like whatever item they're interested in and they can heart it, claim dibs on it with a message.
You built a full e-commerce site of your own.
I had people like reach out to me saying, "Oh, are you the Shiv from Shiv's List?"
I'm not gonna lie, I found it on Facebook Marketplace, and I was like, "Wait, what? I know Shiv. Like,
that's funny.
What did he do since I talked to him 24 hours ago?" You were telling me earlier about not just selling things, but also things that you want to get for your new apartment.
Exactly.
So what does that look like?
Same idea. Now I want to like find people who might have something that I want.
Basically, your flow of going through this is you outlined analog style.
This is my Figma to start.
No way. So you're actually drawing out.
Yeah. Once I have a better idea in my notebook, then I either jump into code directly or use Figma to get those finer details. This is low fidelity.
Okay,
right?
So what would be the next step after this?
I could have like a /wants route, which basically like curates a bunch of images or products that I want backed by the database that I have. Clicking into each product will give you more details on the product if other people are interested. Probably have a button that submits a proposal, whatever.
So this is like the UI pieces. Right here, you actually outlined some of the new components that are required.
A wants table and a proposals table. I went ahead and asked my buddy Claude over here kind of spec out some stuff.
So you're going straight into code for this?
Yeah, because I want to see what it generates. It already has access to my existing tools. And I also have check out UI skills. Make sure your UI is properly constrained, all the CSS defaults correctly, and if there's frame or motion or animation, which I do have, follows the best practices.
Amazing. So let's see you use this UI skill.
I went ahead and asked it to build the wants route. Looks like it has already done it. Check it out, localhost. Clicking that, that's an error. So here's what I would do. Literally just take a screenshot and go back to my LLM. Seeing this, please fix.
Please fix.
There you go. Wants
Done.
and selling, but there's no product in wants here.
What's a want you have?
Eames work desk. I
Oh my
just
gosh,
added.
love.
It's just crazy expensive, 1800. I hope someone's got something and they want to get rid of it. So I know what to do, which is have the LLM seed my database with the wants, because I was able to give it some explicit instructions. It's creating those mutations or scripts that it's going to run. And once I deploy and run this thing, I see wants here. There you go.
Incredible.
I gave it a prompt and it uses the skills as reference. So what happens is you're closer to one-shotting it than having to like reprompt and keep
go back and
fixing
forth.
and all those kind of things. One thing I love about the tools that we have right now is that it's made computer science more being an art form than being engineering. Prior to that, there were things that I could imagine that I wanted to exist. And then there's a reality of like, is it actually feasible? Now, the question is just how crazy can you imagine and think? But I'm glad I went through some of the things back in the day that I feel like is helping me a lot now in building things a lot faster.
You did the manual process to now be able to automate it. I am very impressed with your stack, Shiv.
It's a pleasure, first of all. And the funny thing is, in a couple of weeks, some of the tools that I'm using is probably going to be obsolete.
This is the stack that we prefer
Okay.
around here.
I love that. This is the perfect stack.
Our database at the bottom,
Yeah.
which you prefer.
I think right now it's convex. Like the top of-
Right.
Yeah.
I'm more of a buttermilk.
This smells great too.